Twice this season, we have witnessed a team achieve the seemingly impossible, triggering a seismic shift in performance dynamics within the grid. Aston Martin accomplished this feat at the outset of the season, breaking free from the constraints that had relegated them to 7th place in the Constructors' Championship in 2022. They emerged as formidable competitors to Red Bull. Following suit, McLaren executed a similar feat at the Austrian Grand Prix, an Aston Martin moment if you will. The transformation was striking, as their drivers transitioned from battling for minor gains to contending for podium finishes. This transformation inevitably adds a fresh layer of pressure to the team. Now, the spotlight falls on the intriguing teammate rivalry at McLaren, as these exceptional young talents get their inaugural opportunity to demonstrate their prowess. McLaren has orchestrated one of the most remarkable turnarounds in recent history. When it comes to mid-season resurgences, their revival stands as the epitome of excellence. After the first 2 rounds this year, the British outfit found themselves without a single point, saddled with a car that struggled to find pace even during the initial stages of qualifying. The mood was somber, morale suffered, and confidence was battered. Anticipating the early season challenges that lay ahead, the decision to alter the development direction of the 2023 car, taken late the previous year, led to a compromised starting position for this year's campaign. While some level of discomfort was expected, navigating and enduring it was an entirely different ordeal. However, when the first iteration of the true 2023 car made its debut in Austria, followed by a comprehensive redesign on both cars at Silverstone, a palpable sense of relief swept through the McLaren faithful, donning their iconic papaya colors. Since this upgrade, Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri have candidly shared their realization that the thought of seeking a more competitive team had crossed their minds, a sentiment familiar to Aston Martin's journey over the winter. Much like their counterparts, McLaren executed a monumental leap in performance. Over the span of the past 4 races, they have amassed an impressive 86 points, slightly edging out second-placed Mercedes and trailing only Red Bull, the dominant force in the championship. Remarkably, more than 83% of their current points tally can be attributed to the introduction of the upgrade. The MCL 60, driven by Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri, is no longer merely a regular contender for the top tier and points finisher. It has evolved into a genuine contender for podium finishes and front-row starts, enhancing the exhilaration surrounding the team. A comprehensive package of further enhancements is on the horizon post the summer hiatus, aimed at rendering the car more manageable to pilot, a challenge McLaren has grappled with since the arrival of Daniel Ricciardo. In the cockpit, McLaren boasts the presence of 2 of the most promising and endearing talents in the field. Oscar Piastri's resilience following the Spa incident has won hearts, while Lando Norris's unwavering loyalty has been steadfastly directed towards the team that has become his extended family, and with whom he maintains a contractual bond until 2025. Oscar, the rookie, found his stride after around 7 races and has since exhibited a string of consistently remarkable performances that have firmly positioned him on par with his highly esteemed teammate. The presence of 2 immensely gifted drivers is undeniably a blessing, yet history has demonstrated that it can also fuel inter-team tensions, as seen in the clashes between Mercedes Hamilton and Rosberg or the infamous Multi-21 debacle involving Webber and Vettel at Red Bull. However, Piastri appears to exhibit a level of professionalism that minimizes the likelihood of being drawn into such inter-team conflicts. Meanwhile, Norris has come into his own, assuming the mantle of team leader at McLaren. Nevertheless, the allure of podium finishes can engender unexpected dynamics among drivers, a phenomenon that was evident when Lando decisively outperformed Daniel Ricciardo, leading to the latter's early exit from the team. McLaren's young guns stand at a crossroads, poised for the ultimate battle. Oscar Piastri, having asserted his mettle by securing consecutive championships in Formula Renault Eurocup, Formula 3, and Formula 2, is now tasked with living up to the expectations that precede him. In contrast, Lando Norris has asserted his dominance, outperforming his teammates in both qualifying and races, albeit with advantages in terms of car upgrades and standings. The race weekend at Spa-Francorchamps witnessed a change in dynamics, as Piastri managed to outpace Norris in qualifying, indicating a potential shift in the balance of power. However, it's a pressure that Norris perceives as constructive, pushing him to hone his skills, enhance his attention to detail, and ultimately evolve into a superior driver. The presence of an adept and ambitious teammate has stirred a renewed competitive fire within Lando, compelling him to strive for excellence. The situation, while evolving, remains some distance away from a full-fledged inter-team championship battle. McLaren is not yet in contention for a drivers' championship. However, the escalating rivalry between Norris and Piastri holds the promise of future enthralling on-track battles. The current camaraderie is likely to shift when they find themselves dueling for first and second places. The journey is still in its infancy, and as the two young and fiercely competitive drivers jockey for supremacy, they will undoubtedly push each other to unprecedented heights. What is your take on McLaren's performance this season? How long before the Norris-Piastri rivalry ignites on the track, or will it remain a harmonious coexistence? I'm eager to hear your perspective in the comments section below. Until next time, drive safely and farewell for now. And as you scroll down, make sure to hit that subscribe button to stay informed about our upcoming content, keeping you in the loop for the 2023 Formula One season updates.